Everyone, 42 back here with another hip hop headlines. I just want to say I was gone, not because I didn't want to post, but I had a 7-day suspension or ban or whatever on my YouTube account because I got a strike. Now the strike was because I was streaming or using Restream to stream YouTube and Twitch at the same time, which they were saying was violation of content policies, just something I don't even know. And I thought it was okay. I mean, the streaming website said it was, so I'm not really sure what's going on. I know other people who use that website, but I appealed it. It was rejected. Unfortunate, but we're finally back now. So guys, if you want to check out my interviews I've been doing on stream, make sure to do that. They're all on YouTube now. I appreciate you guys for always supporting, and I also want to say quick message to anyone in Los Angeles. My thoughts and prayers are with you. It's a horrible situation. I'm actually in LA. If you guys don't know, I was forced to evacuate on Wednesday night, but fortunately the fire that was near me that made me evacuate was uplifted, the evacuation zone, so I was allowed to come back Thursday, and I've been safe ever since. Hopefully with the new windstorms going on, I will continue to be safe. But if you guys are in LA, please go to donation drives. Do your part. I'll be doing mine this weekend and spending time in different areas just trying to volunteer and donate, because a lot of people are being affected by this right now, and it's really just a horrible situation. If you guys are not in Los Angeles, I'll provide links down below where you can donate. Feel free to donate as much as you can. It really goes a long ways. It's super just a hard time right now for a lot of people, and it's really sad and unfortunate. It's just crazy how quickly this happened with the wind and the fires, and it's really just a bit of a mess in Los Angeles, and so hopefully we can recover quickly. But I wanted to continue with the hip hop headlines to anyone who maybe finds comfort in my content and wants to enjoy it and maybe get their mind off things if they are being affected by the Los Angeles fires. So without further ado, let's just get into those hip hop headlines. But again, I really appreciate you guys for any help or just any well wishes or thoughts and prayers that you had in regards to my safety. It really does mean the world. Anyways, let's get into it. So first of all, Playboi Carti somehow still in the news without even doing anything. So Playboi Carti's sister posted a little photo on Instagram, maybe it had been a video, and it was interesting because she was wearing some merch. Now this merch wasn't really just Playboi Carti merch, but it was actually Weeknd and Playboi Carti merch. So a lot of people maybe got a little too delusional, started thinking the Weeknd, Playboi Carti doing a joint tour, because it definitely looked like tour merch. I honestly think it's probably something teasing Playboi Carti being the special guest for the Weeknd's show on January 27th at the Rose Bowl. I feel like Playboi Carti will definitely be a special guest there. We'll have to wait and see, what happens with that, but I honestly think Playboi Carti will be a special guest, and I think that merch is to signify it. I don't know if they'll announce it soon. I don't know how it's going to happen, but if he's a surprise guest, I guess he's just showing up. The one thing about that is, why are they making merch if he's a surprise guest? It's kind of confusing. Really, they could be doing a joint tour, but I don't know if that makes sense unless Playboi Carti decides to drop, which that would be fantastic. Now, next headline in terms of Opium members and dropping music, looks like Ken Carson's definitely onto something. First of all, he was hacked. His Great Chaos account was actually, yes, indeed hacked. It was very unfortunate, not a good situation. They were trying to blackmail him for music. They were basically saying, hey, we're not going to do anything, just send us songs. We want to hear the songs. And he basically, kind of ratioed them in the sense of saying, hey, I'm not reading all that. You're not taking a W here. I'm not giving you songs. He said that. I think the account got deactivated again. And now, nothing happened. But Ken Carson also seemed to repair his relationship with Starboy, as they both followed each other on Instagram. And under a new Starboy beat that Starboy previewed 2 days ago, Ken Carson commented a red drop emoji. Great sign. Also, Ken Carson has followed 9 different producers, which means, those could be the 9 different producers for MoreChaos. Also, MoreChaos snippets. We've gotten 2. Ken Carson last night previewed 2 new snippets on his Instagram story. I am amazed and so happy that he's decided to promote this and to kind of take this, and I honestly think right now Ken Carson is probably going to be dropping before Playboi Carti. We'll have to wait and see, but I really do think it's the opportunity for Ken Carson to take advantage right now and to drop these little snippets and to promote more of his music. And I mean, I'm down for it. Of course, it sucks with no Playboi Carti, but I really do think that Ken Carson is taking advantage in the best way he can. So we'll see what happens, but following producers, previewing snippets, commenting under, old relationship producers or producers he had relationships with, and I think it's just all pointing to good signs for MoreChaos. Next hip-hop headline, Megan Thee Stallion was granted a 5-year restraining order for Tory Lanez. Basically, she had a hearing and she held it remotely, or she attended remotely, in which she claimed that she was scared of Tory Lanez and that she felt that Tory Lanez would do this again and it may cost her life if he does. So she basically requested and demanded a restraining order from Tory Lanez. Now, they only granted 5 years. I'm not really sure how the specifics of restraining orders and how they work, but a bit of an interesting case. So I'm not really sure the specifics of it starts after Tory Lanez gets out of prison. That's what I assume. Tory Lanez in prison for 11 years, probably about 9 right now. Could be shorter depending on good behavior and probation, but he will have to go back to Canada after. So this will be useful for Megan Thee Stallion when she enters Canada, and if she's doing a show there or just visiting there, she can utilize that so that Tory Lanez cannot get near her. I don't believe Tory Lanez can come to America unless maybe he's visiting, so I guess it could also be used in a situation like that. But Megan Thee Stallion was granted a 5-year restraining order, and it seems like everyone kind of thought she was, and I mean, people are, getting into arguments about it, so it's a bit controversial, but I mean, that's it right there. Megan Thee Stallion, 5-year restraining order. Next hip-hop headline, TikTok ban. I know this isn't really specifically headlines for hip-hop, but I think it's still interesting nonetheless. So right now, TikTok looking to get banned January 19th. Pretty unfortunate, for myself and other TikTok creators. It looks like as of right now, it won't be on the App Store January 19th, but you'll still be able to use it, I believe, so you just can't delete the app because you can't get it back, and you want to download all of your data as well. I'm not really too sure the specifics. The Supreme Court is actually hearing it today, January 10th. Seems like, though, the Supreme Court was siding on the people that were saying it should get banned, despite Trump saying he wanted to postpone it slightly. We'll see what happens, but as of right now, looking like it's going to get shut down January 19th, and maybe Trump delays it when he gets in office January 20th. I'm not really too sure, but it's a tough case for all the people on TikTok. I'm actually a pretty big proponent that we should still be allowed to use TikTok. I don't really see it as harmful to our privacy and data, especially when you consider the other applications we use and how they've been proven to sell our data. So that's just my thoughts on it, but what are your guys' thoughts? Last hip-hop headline, resurfacing back to Playboi Carti and how he's kind of also going through a bit of a hacking issue. Earlier in this episode, we talked about Ken Carson having a little bit of hacking issues here and there, specifically with his Instagram, A Great Chaos. Well, so for Playboi Carti, his Pandora and now actually YouTube have kind of been hacked, and people have been releasing music on them. So through Pandora and the official Playboi Carti account, 24 songs was released, and of course 24 songs is not out and probably will never get released, despite Vori actually posting it on Instagram saying he wanted to drop it. It's not gonna happen, and I mean, Playboi Carti's not dropping that song first on Pandora. That just makes no sense. Also this morning though, 1/10/2025, Playboi Carti dropped I Am Music 2.0 on YouTube. Of course, he was hacked. It was not him that dropped it. It dropped nonetheless. It was like 5 different songs, and I mean, they weren't even songs. It was ridiculous. But yep, people are asking me to talk about it. It's basically just the same old, same old. We've seen this before. Playboi Carti's been hacked, or his account's been manipulated to somehow force him to drop on there. I don't even know how it really works, how people can make it happen or how they can hack in, but it's happening nonetheless. In terms of Playboi Carti music, I don't even want to give you guys a date at this point. I don't think it's coming anytime soon, but we'll see what happens. Now, in terms of new music, bit of a shift. Last hip-hop headline. New music, it's been pretty solid so far. Lil Baby sold 140,000 units for his album, Wham. I think that did a lot better than what I was expecting. And also, in terms of underground, 1 a.m. dropped a very good song, Penthouse. I absolutely loved it. I'm excited to see what happens with underground music this year. I'm hoping for an Osama Sun Jump Out album soon. We'll have to wait and see though. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to go down below, click those links to wildfire support in Los Angeles. It would mean the world to me and the people of Los Angeles. I appreciate you guys for always tuning in. We will be back with daily uploads, so once a day, unless my account gets striked again, but that means I'm gone for 90 days, so I'll probably just make a new account at that point. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm good to go. It was nothing on the content end, so I should be okay. It was just with the live streaming stuff, and I've moved that now to a new account, 42 CEO live stream. So guys, check me out there. Also make sure to check out my commentary channel as well, 42 CEO or 42 commentary. I appreciate you guys though, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.